Welcome to the Way of the Empath. Today I wanted to touch on how I just go about my life and I'm making changes all the time everywhere I am with people. And I make it a point to never let anything build up. That's the other really important thing that an empath does, is we don't let things build up. Even if it really pisses people off, we do tell them what's going on, at least from our perspective. And of course, you can't necessarily change someone by wanting them to change. It's more like you just have to put it in their face how they're affecting you, and also showing them love in the way that you communicate. Like, I see this is what you're dealing with, and with all due respect, I can see if you were to go this route with it, it would really help you more. Just give it a try, something like that. Also, when someone is having a bad day and they take that out on you, you make sure not to do that. So as an empath, we're not letting people get away with bad choices. And the truth of a bad choice is if it comes from anger, in a sense that, not anger like, oh, get the heck out of the road or you're going to get run over by a car kind of anger, but more like anger like, oh, I didn't get my way, so I'm going to beat you down for it. Okay, that's the difference between false anger and righteous anger. But for the most part, it's always better to be assertive. And this is something that I'm going to go into detail of how the empath makes changes everywhere we go. We don't necessarily get credit for this. Like, some people spend all their time on their channels and stuff and trying to, make money off their channel or off their business, or the empath isn't necessarily making money off of it in a way that has more weight, because we're doing it out of the sheer love of our hearts. But we do have to be careful, because people will take up our time more often than not. So I don't recommend people doing that specifically thing more so, but more doing it from a place of self-preservation. So when someone is not kind to you, first, you're starting with your own self-love, your own self-consideration. You love yourself deeply. That starts with your body, the way you take care of your body. And you can do that even when you don't have that much money, because if anyone doesn't have a lot of money, it would be me, because I spend a lot of my money helping other people, and especially animals. But so it's not that. It's, you can, rice and beans are the cheapest thing you can buy, and they are vegan. So they are not something that's harming anyone, and they're giving you high protein and the complex amino acid blend that will help you to stay vegan, stay harmless. And then by doing that, you're not a hypocrite. And this is an energetic thing, because people will feel if you're being a hypocrite and they won't listen to you. But if you tell people something, and you even say it at times harshly, and you say it from the love of your heart, and you are not someone who acts that way, so you don't deserve it, they're going to listen to you. Okay? They're going to listen to you because it's going to make sense to them, and there's going to be a point where sooner than later, they're going to get something's going to happen to them karmically, and they're going to remember what it is you said. And that's going to be sooner than later, because as an empath, we don't take on karma. We're not carrying a bunch of karma around. So people get the backlash pretty quickly from the abuse that they're trying to put us through. That's another real power that an empath has, is the ability to let things, I wouldn't say let things slide or let things even roll off our back, because that's not the way to fix the world. The way that we fix the world is by not taking any crap from anyone. That starts with ourselves. We don't take crap from ourselves. We don't take abuse from our own selves, and then we don't take that from others. So if we're actively abusing ourselves, then it's very likely that we're going to be abusing others. Okay, so that's why it works. It starts with how we are to our own bodies, to our own lives. And by starting with that, then we can do well. See you guys. Oh, thanks, buddy. It's okay. And so it's about basically being a balanced person. Tommy's sweet. I gotta contact him. We're gonna do a trade with him. So I just, this is very important that particular step is taken, and we start to come to this place of self-love that's so strong and so healthy that, well, again, because we're practicing self-preservation with the way we respond to others, because the thing is if we allow people to abuse us, it causes us harm. And it's reinforcing abuse in the world. So the more that we're standing up to that in society within everyone, the more it's going to set a standard for everyone else around us. So the empath is like the ultimate teacher, because we don't seek a teaching venue. The teaching venue is life. Eventually, maybe someone will give us a platform. I have a book, I have other things. And so we end up getting a platform anyway. But it's more like, you guys all right? Oh, moo. Edina, wants this? Oh, okay, I see that. Just a second. I know, I see that, Dori. Hi, Bella. And we also tell people, we give a chance any moment when people are being arrogant and condescending, or they're just ignorant, which honestly, every problem in the world comes from ignorance. So when someone is being ignorant, you don't, it's not like we take it on ourselves to constantly, like correct people. It's more like we give the opportunity in that moment for there to be a change that happens. Like, people are always staring at me and staring at my life, and I never seem to get any time alone, because anytime I go anywhere, there's always people who want my energy and my attention. And so you've got to understand that you can take that and use that to your advantage by basically kicking ass whenever you have to. I mean, seriously, because that's the only way the world's going to change. It's not going to change because you find a platform and you stand there and you work your butt off just to get to that platform. It changes because you freaking stand up for yourself. You stand up for yourself. And some people feel like they can't do that, but I'm telling you guys that the thing is that the way it starts is every